Let's take a look at the comparison between the color differences on the MP and the Miyoo Mini. So on the MP here, you do notice that these yellows are kind of washed out. They almost look like a sandy color, whereas on the Miyoo Mini, they still hold their vibrancy and they are bright yellow. The other thing I noticed here between the two is the responsiveness on the panel is a lot better on the MP for some reason. There's a little bit of delay on the Miyoo Mini, albeit not bad enough for me to notice usually in games, but as you can see, yeah, it is a lot more responsive on the MP. Now, if I had to pick between these two, just based on the panel alone, I still would pick the Miyoo Mini. Now the Mini does also have some color and brightness adjustment, so both of them are on 10 when I was showing you, but let's take a look at the minimum brightness and see how dim these two can go. It does take a while because you do have to tap it each individual time, you can't hold it down like you can on the Mini. So let's bring that all the way down to 0 and let's see how dark this goes. And unfortunately you can't use the joysticks to bring it down any quicker either. So as you can see in that last 10%, you do lose a lot of brightness, but the MP does get much darker on the screen. So while I'm bringing that up, let's take a look at the color settings on the Miyoo Mini. So these are my current color settings and what I have selected. So I find 5 brightness is about kind of where I like it, but I do like to pump up the saturation and the contrast just a little bit to get the screen a little bit more vibrant. Whereas on the MP, I do usually leave it at about 45%. I find that's bright enough for most cases. So even on my save that I have loaded up here, you can still see the color. It does look washed out. Now this is not a bad screen. It is probably one of the better screens on the 351 units. And it was actually quite well renowned for quite a while until the Miyoo Mini came out. I don't know why, but people really seem to like it. So I'm just not partial to the colors on that. So let's do a quick start test on both and see which one starts up quicker. And the Miyoo Mini's already up. And it's even loaded in my game, which is a nice feature. 351 elect, it is quick, but it does take a while to start up. And we're up. So the Miyoo Mini is much quicker at starting up. It's probably because it's a lot lighter OS, but let's take a look here. So let me quit that. Let's try again just to make sure. And the Miyoo Mini won again. So for most of what I play on the go, I would want, you know, like Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis. Also a big fan of some of the PlayStation games, and they all run great on the Miyoo Mini. So if I'm going to grab a retro console, something small to take with me, right now, more than not, I'll pick up the Miyoo Mini. And the battery's great as well, so all in all, I've been very happy with this console. I don't have a lot loaded onto it right now, just some of these. These are my current go-to systems on the console. But yeah, anyways, if you want a cheap console under $100, this is the way to go. I know there's a little bit of a wait right now, but definitely worth it over the 351 devices if you want a good vibrant screen. Now, because the 3326 chip is a bit more powerful, you can do a couple other systems, so it really depends what you want to play and what your expectations are. I don't personally find Dreamcast playable. Now, N64 does somewhat run, but the games are going to be hit and miss. Personally, I don't play it on here. PlayStation 1 is a better experience on the 351 devices. Yeah, let me know in the comments which one you like better and which one you're looking at picking up. Thanks for watching.